We are back from a fun-filled day at the expo. I'm sure you'll maybe have already seen that video, or we'll see that video coming up in the near future. But Matt and Jerry, as you guys can see, actually got quite a bit of dirt moved while we were gone. We pretty much got one more day to hammer down on this thing, so we kind of doubled down. We ended up bringing in the second 850. Chris is going to run the J for a while. I'm going to hop on the B, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
want to point a few things out here real quick, guys. For those who have watched Let's Dig 18's channel, Chris's video, he actually did a video on this entire day. Great video. Head to his channel and check it out. But he made the comment that the 850B was cutting this hard ground much better than the 850J, and that is a 100% accurate statement. You guys have heard me talk about time and time again on this channel about how well and how straight this dozer pushes, and in this particular situation it does excel over the other one. Now the 850B will obviously carry and push more dirt, But this thing does a much better job of grading, and it just seems to push straighter and square. But there's also some technique involved here a little bit. One, as you guys will notice, this hard ground, I am actually kind of pushing it down the hill at an angle, and there is a reason for that. Whenever, basically what I'm wanting to do is keep both tracks on the dozer pulling forward at all times, and I want to steer with the blade, not my track. So I got full forward traction, full forward pressure going. So I've kind of figured out what this angle is up here on the bank. So whenever I hook that blade in, it is going to pull that dozer around a little bit, but basically by the time I get down to the bottom to the slot or to the trench, I'll kind of have myself straightened up, and by the time I get a full blade of loose dirt, I'm straight going down the trench. If you kind of go at it at a straight angle, kind of like Chris was the day before, it's really hard because it's always wanting to suck you into the bank, and you're steering with your tracks and not your blade, and it makes it very difficult to gouge that dirt out of there. The other thing I'll do, and you kind of see it here a little bit, is I'll start up on the top side. I'll take about a foot deep, about a third of the blade. I'll just keep stair-stepping my way down towards the bottom. Then once I get down to the bottom, I'll come back up to the top and start doing the thing again. And that is kind of a little bit dependent on your size or style of dozer, what you're doing. You kind of got to know what your machine is capable of. I don't know what the difference is, where the blades mount, the way they're cutting it. They both got about, I mean, everything's pretty similar on the dozers. It just has it's something about that old dozer. It just pushes really straight and really square, and it does a really good job of ripping this hard dirt out of there. Now this is where the 850B absolutely excels, is once you get this dirt in the trench and you get her loaded up in front of the blade, it will push. Now if I had one critique here, is Chris has got his ramp going up the dam a little bit quick. I would drop about 5 or 6, maybe 7 dirt loads right here as he starts to go up, and really take that belly out of it, and that'll allow you to push more and more dirt. Just think about pushing dirt uphill. The less steep the hill is, the more dirt you can actually push. But we were so close to the end of the day to having this done, there was really no need to redo the slot here. So this would be considered slot dozing or trench dozing. You leave a windrow on each side that helps keep the dirt in front of the blade, probably pushing 7 to 8 yards there at a time, and cycling about every 45 seconds or so. Now if you want to get really efficient, you'll see us do it here in a little bit as we get our pit set up a little better, as we'll actually get both dozers pushing together at the same time. But just want to take a second to kind of explain that, and a lot of that, guys, it just comes with years and years of experience, and years and years of working around guys like Jerry that just really understand how to do that. I've always said for a long time there's a huge difference between an operator and an excavator. There's a lot of guys out there that can operate a piece of machinery very smoothly, but being able to set up a job and getting the most out of the piece of equipment in an 8-hour day and a fuel run is where the excavating experience really comes into play. Matt's not quite there yet. He's getting really good at actually operating the equipment. He's come a long ways in that department from seat time, and now he's kind of got the basics of operating. We're kind of trying to get him to see the visual of the job site and become an excavator. But he's a quick learner. He's a quick study. He is definitely getting it.
necessarily the most efficient way, but we're definitely getting some dirt moved. That old 850 does a much better job of cutting this hard stuff out of the bank. 850J does a much better job of getting it up on the dam, and then Matt's doing the best he can to kind of keep up and go back and forth. And we have moved a lot in a hurry this morning, so I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse, let you kind of watch for a little bit. I'd make a little stop here for lunch. We are making some awesome progress. The dam is pretty much to elevation. We just kind of got to get her slicked off and smoothed up a little bit. Got most of our dirt moved out of here. Just need to kind of get our borrow pit cleaned up a little bit, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Both dozers are running good. Everything's just kind of clicking right along. Kind of hate to jinx it. Pretty much got all the dirt up on the dam now. Chris is kind of working on the backside, getting the little humps and bumps smoothed out. I'm going to work on the inside and see if we get it done.
Green flags here represent water line. You can see the green flags all the way around, all the way over to there. Makes it look like a pretty hard job, doesn't it? Non-air conditioned having job around.
I know.
back slope. Just polishing her up, making her look good.
Well, we kind of put our head down here at the end of the day and just kind of went to work. As you guys seen earlier in the video, we got the dam section done. What we needed to do is come up here and kind of dig out this would call the head section. I guess we just call it the upper side of the pond. The same difference, but you guys can kind of see the contour around there. That's basically going to be the water line. So a little bit of a bench, drops off about 6 feet, levels out a little bit, then it drops off about another 8 feet into the bottom there. But that has, watch out when you're around by a dozer here, they're going both ways. That has the majority of the dirt moved. What we need to do at this point is just get it all finished up. Put the finishing touches on it, get the overflow in, get all of our topsoil and everything put back. We got at least one more good full day of work here to get this thing wrapped up. So with that being said, guys, I believe we're going to wrap this one up here, and we'll bring you along for the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you don't care, just give it a big old thumbs up. Chris, Let's Dig 18, he will have a few videos from his time here and kind of his experience working in our area a little bit on his channel. I'm sure they'll be out before mine, so if you haven't seen them yet, go check that out. Want to make sure you don't miss the rest of the project. Subscribe to the channel. Either way, guys, hope you enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.